because Martin is a tough guy. He recovers quick, but yeah, we can of course not make pressure in this, so we have to wait. I think a few weeks for sure. So it's really bad for us, but not to change anymore. Next one, Dejan Lovren is back in training. He trained now 2 days in a row, completely normal with the team. Is since I would say 5-6 days in something like normal training, so that he's available for tomorrow. Yeah, Daniel is still doing his little pre-season in a good way. His intensive training with him in his time, but we will do this for, yeah, I don't know how many days, but of course 7, 8, 9, 10 days like this to train, and then we will see what happens then. Who else? Simon is back, trained normal today, and will train normal tomorrow. So he's no chance. Millie with a calf. It's yeah, nobody knows where it came from. It was not in the game. It was, but we have to wait. It's 1-2 weeks. I don't know exactly. So and that's not too good for us too. Who else? It's a long list. Sorry. Yeah, Jordan is. That's really bad for him and for us too. It's in Sion. It's the other side. Similar injury like before. Again, hamstring. Felt it after 2, 3, 5 minutes in the game. It was really disappointing for him, and so that needs time too. A really long time.
So, given all the injury problems that you've had since you've been here, really, and some of the results that you've been having as well, are you finding that you're asking yourself and more and more questions about the squad, about the players that you've got here, about how we need to go forward?
Yes. And now? What's the target of your question?
So, are you in some ways finding out more now about the squad that you have?
Yeah, of course.
Because of what?
But that's a process that will never finish. So it's of course, so you learn more, and that's what I said. And we have to. First of all, we have to avoid starts like we had too often in this season. We have to. We always after a few minutes or too often we have a result. It's not the result we want. So I would like to defend the 1-0, but not to always to strike back after 0-1. So that's the situation. It's not. It happened like it happened in the last 2, 3, or more games, and so that's not the best thing. But that says nothing about the quality of things like this. So we make our difficulties by ourselves, you can say. So and for this, of course, we need to be concentrated tomorrow from the first second on. That's for sure. But if you ask me because of transfers or what? I'm not sure that I understood the question right.
Well, one question that I was going to ask next was, we're hearing that reports from Red Star that you're about to sign Marko Kujic. Is there anything you can tell us about that?
No, there's nothing to tell about that. But especially or in common about transfers, how I said all the time, we have to we try to be prepared all the time, but this window in January is not the easiest one. So there are big prices on the market and things like this. So I'm not the biggest friend of the January transfer window. But what I always said, if we have to react, we will react. That's normal. So I'm not long enough here to. Maybe a player will leave us. I don't know. If he comes to me and say, okay, it's not a situation I want, then maybe we have to react or whatever, or another injury. We have a lot of games in the transfer window, so that's what I always try to say. We are not planning because of only to get more players and more players and more players. That's now how I think how we should work. But if we have to react, we will react. That's it.
How Claudio Ranieri has been saying some nice things about you this week. I understand he spent a week with you, well not with you personally, but
yes, a few days
in Germany. So
yeah.
I'm just wondering in terms of your feelings towards Claudio as well in the relationship and how that week went for you.
It was very good for me. Things like this are always a big honor for me because Claudio Ranieri is one of the most experienced and successful coaches in the world. And when he asked for joining us in training, how he did, I don't know exactly when it was, last year. Yeah, of course. It's always interesting to talk to people like him, and that's what we did. And I think there's a big respect from both sides. And yeah, and I was always, I knew always that he will stay successful in his managing career. It's a long career and different situations. I think with the Greek national team was not the greatest fun, but they tried now a few other managers after him, and it's not easy in this moment. But what you can see now with Leicester is what I said is you need a little bit of luck. That's what they know, but it's no coincidence. So it's really hard work, and they deserved the run they are in. So that's it's a good defending we had, and it's nearly perfect counter-attacking football. That's really quick, high quality, luck with injuries that you don't have too much. That's what you need in situations like Leicester is now. But there's big respect for Claudio and yeah, for the whole squad of Leicester because they are doing really well. And if you not play against them, what we have to do now, it's easy to enjoy.
Can I ask you about your relationship that you continue to enjoy with the fans now as well? At the end of the last game at Anfield, obviously you went across to the Kop to share the late goal of the equaliser, as it were. I'm just wondering if you plan maybe to do that again, should you win in this game, and given that the next 4 after that are all away from home, how important it is to say goodbye to them with a smile.
It's really interesting for me. It's the first time in my life I live in a foreign country. So I thought I knew a lot about England because I was here a few times, and I enjoyed the time always when I was young and things like this. But of course, we look really similar, but it seemed to be, well, in some cases, really different. I'm not sure if the people are different or only the journalists are different to me. I'm not sure. But these questions I don't understand, really. I don't understand. Because to talk always about this, we played really... I don't want to talk about Watford again because it's a really bad thing to talk about. But 2 weeks ago, and this if it was what I said, it was a decision in the moment. I never planned it. I didn't think if we play draw against West Brom, maybe we should. So of course not. So we wanted to win this game, and we didn't, obviously, and it was the situation. If a situation like this will come again, or if somebody will tell me we enjoyed it really, Liverpool fans, we enjoyed it, please do things like this more often, but nobody told me. So.
I think they did, though. I'm saying it because it was a nice thing. I'm not saying it detrimentally. I'm saying it because it appeared to be a nice link between yourself and the supporters. It wasn't a bad thing.
So you're the first one. Congratulations, you're the first one who asked me with this thinking behind. All the others were, why did you do blah blah blah? And that's what I can. It's not easy to understand. What everybody could see, I would like to be cooler, but I'm pretty emotional. So you can see it in my face sometimes. Sometimes I laugh more than I should. Sometimes I look more angry than I should. And sometimes nobody knows what my face should mean. So especially I don't know in this moment. So and that's the thing. But it's not. Yeah, I like to be close with the fans. But it's not a thing from one side. I cannot say, come on together and let's do this. We have to build it up. We cannot say, come on from this point on. So it's always in football. That's how it should be. It's that everybody can see what we do is not only the normal thing. We try to do more, and that's what I want to see. And if we try this, I think it's no problem if the crowd tried too. So why not? We have 98 minutes to try everything to win the game or to get a result, a deserved result, and fight for this. And for me, it's always a common fight. It's always together. And that's why I love this game. And but it's not with words. It's only with what you're doing. So we try to create situations where everybody in the stadium and around the world who is interested in LFC feels really good, and where it's not difficult to have a smile in your face when you think on LFC. So that's what our first job is. And I know now the whole world stands still around us. It's Christmas in all the Christian world around. So they all sit at home or are in the stadium, whatever, and only interested during this game, in this game. And we know about this responsibility, and we try to manage it. We try to be prepared. It's a difficult game. Yeah, it's the leader of the table. It's the leader of the Premier League. It's a deserved leader of the Premier League. So it's really, it's not easy, but it's possible. And I don't need more, never. So, and no, let's try to do it. I hope we don't have to discuss that often about things what happens after the game. So
Jurgen, as it's Christmas, as you mentioned, again, you must have spent Christmas in many different places. How do you think this one will compare in Liverpool to what you've been used to? The weather's quite good, it's quite mild and warm.
Yeah, so I should go to the beach, yeah? So, yeah, I have no, what I said, yeah. Today we celebrate all Jesus Christ, so it's really easy for me, pretty easy for me. Usually we try to go to church on a day like this. I'm not sure that I will find one today because it's a different tradition in England, but it's more a feeling than a thing that you have to do something special on this day. That's all. I will celebrate Jesus Christ today, that's no problem. I don't have enough time for this. And then, yeah, I will try to start preparing the game of Boxing Day against Leicester. So it's a completely normal. It's not a problem. So I don't feel I have to now to be somewhere else. I am in the right place. I enjoy this. Everything is good. But it's a special time because we are usually all in a surrounding or in circumstances where all the people cool down and say, come on, eat something, come on, do this, watch a film, do this, and we have to go out and do our best. So that's a challenge, I think, for the players more than for me, because I'm older and had a lot of Christmas, very good Christmas days. So, but everything is okay. It's not the most emotional Christmas I ever had, but it's very special, and that's okay.
Jurgen, how have the players responded in training this week to the poor performance and results of Watford, which you described as your worst time since taking over? Has there been indications that the players have got the message of what you want from them?
Yeah, we had a very good training week, to say, and it's really, the players are very focused. It was a big knock what we got in Watford. Yeah, we had this start in the game. It's not easy. Watford is in a good run too. What I said, they played easy. We played difficult, too difficult. We played like they wanted we play, and all the things. So there were a lot we could work on in this week. We tried to do this because the difference is not the biggest one. It's a similar plan. What the two teams try to play, Watford and Leicester. And so, yeah, if we took all the information from the last week, then we are really good prepared for this game. But yeah, it's over. That's the best thing to say about the game. It's 1 week ago, so we had our moment after the game where we could speak about this, and then you have to ignore it. You have to use the information you got, but the rest you have to ignore, and you have to to look forward to the next game, to the next chance, and it's a big chance. I don't know which day we have in the week. Today it's Thursday.
Their approach, both very, very uncomplicated styles. Are you surprised at how well they've been rewarded, both teams, in winning so many matches, particularly Leicester?
Yeah, since I'm here, I'm not surprised. And before this, I didn't think too much about it, to be honest. And that's so now you see how football works. That's absolutely clear. You need to use and take your chances you got. That's what they did. They really don't need too many chances to score goals. They have two obvious, strong strike offensive player, whatever you want, with a perfect run, no injuries, can go all week, have long week to train, have enough time to recover. That's how football is, and you have to use this situation. That's what they did. So that's what I mean. It's really deserved, but I'm not surprised anymore. Nobody's surprised anymore. This is real quality. They have a clear style to play, and that's successful.
Carl? Maybe another injury to your central defenders. How much of a problem does that cause you with the continual change that's happening in that key area?
I would like to change sometimes centre half, of course, because of a big number of games, but not because we have to, only because we want to. And that's what we couldn't do for the last few weeks, because always one of the boys were injured. And yeah, you see, it's Mama. We lost Mama in a perfect situation when he was in perfect shape. And he came back and had, of course, problems. It was a worse game from all of us, but it was not, and it's not easy for him to come in for a 5 weeks injured player. You play good, and then you have some situation, but you have too many balls, blah, 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 all this thing. And it was not easy for him. Now Dejan, not this long break. He was in perfect shape before he left. Now we have to see what will happen. And now Martin is missing and things like that. That's not perfect, but it's not to change. It's not our never ever the situation to complain about things like this. We did what we did in Watford because we had to change. We wanted to change offensive, so we took Luke in the last row. Well, it was okay. So we always will have a solution or 3-4 more solutions, but that the situation would be perfect. Yeah, no injuries. You can change when you want and not when you have to.
Very cool. Okay, we're going to call it now. We're going to have to break that. Thanks for coming down.
Enjoy your Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.